We have before us the opportunity to forge for ourselves and for future generations a new world order.
This crusade, this war on terrorism, is going to take a while.
We came, we saw, we died.
We tortured some folks.
Machines, you are not cattle, you are men. You have the love of humanity in your hearts. You don't hate, only the unloved hate, the unloved and the unnatural. Soldiers, don't fight for slavery, fight for liberty.
All right. We are back. Thank God it's been forevs. Thank you for being here for episode 14 of Dave versus Goliath. Guys, it's been a crazy one. My apologies for my absence. I know you're used to a week or two, and it's probably been more like a month. It's slacking a little bit on the Mackin, but for good reason. As you know, the Mises Caucus is trying its takeover. Trademark. Not a hostile takeover. We're trying a campaign called The Takeover, where we do good things within the Libertarian Party. But turns out I was not welcome in the party. So they cooed me. They took me over, tried to give me the boot. But
how can you kick me out of what is mine?
Y'all motherfuckers, you fucked with the wrong guy. I ain't going anywhere, baby. This is my house. The fuck out. Anyway, we'll get more into that in a little bit. But thank God I got with me my good cop, my main man, Dan. Dan, what's up, dog? How you doing, brother?
Oh, it's so good to see you.
Dude, it's great to see you too, man. Have you been following any of the madness?
I have. I can't wait to talk to you about this. That's what's so exciting about not doing this for 3 or 4 weeks.
Yeah,
it becomes really fun. Yeah, I can't wait.
We're going to dig into the inside baseball, bro.
To see how you're doing. I hope you're not stressed out.
Dude, as you know, I can get anxious. Well, we smoke all that weed. Just level it out. Now that all this stuff is out on the table, everybody sees Delaware. And I know you guys have seen that the system is down.
So in 4 months, you saw enough disruption, which I still don't have evidence for. You saw enough disruption that you couldn't take it anymore. You had to step in there and do the dirty work.
Well, as Joe said earlier, it was actually his idea. I was just the vehicle for it, and the other 3 members of the board supported the effort also. So, to say this was just me.
Well, Joe, why don't you weigh in? Like, what are your thoughts so far? You've been pretty quiet.
Yeah, well, I think Will's been doing a pretty good job of explaining the situation. I mean, as I said, I'm newer to the party here in Delaware. So as far as understanding fully all of the Article of Association and bylaws and stuff, Will's much better at that than I am. But yeah.
So it was your idea, but you didn't really know how it worked?
So I wanted to join the party. I wanted to have these state board meetings so that we could be a productive party. I mean, we're small, but we have the ability to be productive.
Sure.
And when, you have 3 or 4 straight months of absolute counterproductivity,
I'm sure they could make the same argument that you guys were not letting them be productive because the votes weren't there. Like, this goes both ways. They just didn't do the shady dealings to make sure that they got the votes just right, like you guys did.
Oh, dude, shout out really quick to Dan Smots. This guy really did the whole Libertarian Party a service. So he had me, Amy, Bill, the exiled, on his show to talk about this. And then he had Will and one of his co-conspirators on the show. And I was really grateful for that, man. That was really huge. We'll dig into that in a minute. But go follow Dan at The System Is Down. He's a great dude. He has me on co-hosting duties often, so we have a lot of fun together over there. But he's a total pro, and he did a great job. If you haven't seen those episodes, breaking this whole thing down. Go check that out.
He was
also,
his show is great. And dude, real quick, I mean, it was awesome. He had you guys on right away.
Yep.
And then he had Will on right away after that. So right in the very beginning, it was all out there.
I know.
Lack of evidence was out there from the very beginning, which was like really, he did everybody a service right off the bat by doing those.
Yeah. And now it's out there forever. You know, people can reference that. And I have a feeling that people are going to, want to go back and check some things out and see what he had to say. Karen Ann Harlos, God bless her. She's going through her own fight right now. She did some great videos on the Delaware Debacle. You should go check her YouTube channel out for that. And then finally, to cap it all off, Will got to go on Fakertarians a couple nights ago, which these guys, if you're not familiar, they are just the most disgusting, nihilistic, miserable, fucking assholes in the whole thing. And the crazy part about them is, even though they get ratioed on everything, all of their content gets just more unlikes than likes. Yet they persist like their way is the way and that everybody must hear it. So their declared purpose, again, if you're not familiar, these guys are like, they're the watchmen. They make sure that the Libertarian Party only has the purest, best caliber people. But you can smell the fucking stale cigarettes and cat piss on these motherfuckers through the screen. Ugh, they're fucking repugnant. All of them. Fucking just furries and transients and weirdos and drug addicts and fucking dickholes. They're just the worst, bro. So anyway, they brought Will on. They're like, oh my God, the champion of fucking the Cathedral Caucus. Get your ass in here and tell us your heroic tale.
I gotta watch that.
Oh, dude, I hate watched it. Like evangelicals must watch Howard Stern in the 90s.
Sure.
I watched it like that. Oh, it was awful. But you could tell Will is in his element, man. This guy he loves the spotlight, like Loki. He wants the parade thrown for him. You know, that's what he wants. And he got it, man. They gave it to him.
So where's it go? What's the next step? Or what are you guys doing about that?
Yeah, I mean, dude, other people like smarter than I am, like Amy, Carter, these guys are putting together, they put together like a 40-page dossier just full of everything that he's done since the beginning. Not just him, but, his co-conspirators. There's a couple, 3, 4, 5 people that are pretty repugnant, pretty disgusting people. But man,
from my understanding, you guys are just carrying on.
Oh yeah,
usual, right?
Yeah, but he's trying to put forth an AOA. He's trying to change up the way the party works. So he wants full authority as the chair, or I guess as the state party, which is ipso facto, it's Will McVeigh, according to him. God Emperor Will McVeigh. He wants the power to come in, disaffiliate a county, replace members, edit social media. This is, I think that when the Libertarian National Committee sees that, I think that they're going to have a real problem with that. They like to be hands off, and I like that too. That they don't need to get into the battles of counties and states and things unless they absolutely have to. But yeah, that's pretty shitty.
Is that their approach? They don't need to intervene, right? Unless
no, and we haven't asked them to.
Cool.
We showed them what he's done. I imagine, I don't know, man. I don't know if it'll come down to disaffiliation. Some people think that it will, but it might be a convention thing,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure. But yeah, we're just going to keep going. And he can't. He said that on the Fakertarians the other night.
Apparently you're not the chair. You're like North Korea over here, just pretending to be the chair of all of Korea here.
So this is the Newcastle County affiliate. It's their page for the time being. They are very much dominated by the Mises Caucus. All of their officers are Mises Caucus members. This is Dave Casey's home county.
He's like, oh yeah, that's their page for now. Come and take it, motherfucker.
Yeah, I don't know, dude. They're doing it to themselves. One state after another.
It is weird that it keeps like it's a thing that happens all over the place. So it's not just here. That's why, again, I'm just glad that everyone can see it. And at this point, it's not me just going, telling my friends or calling my place up, being like, you won't believe these people. I'm like, now everybody sees it. This is beautiful.
Yeah.
And it all started by me, kind of giving them a hard time in like February about lack of social media content. Will is cranking out content these days. Your content is still pretty lame. That's all right. But at least it's consistent. Multiple things per day. Just like a party page should do. So keep it up there, champ.
It's like, hey, you guys, I have an idea. Should post some more shit.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, dude. It does. Sometimes it does wear down on you because you got guys like Will in the party that just suck so fucking bad. Suck all the fun out of the whole experience. Could be really fun. And then on Twitter, you got great libertarians that are kind of starting to shit on the party a little bit, or at least call into question its efficacy, which is a fine conversation to have. Really, I get that. I'm not saying, go ahead.
Naturally, though, I think that they would. I don't think that's out of the ordinary. I mean, if they pay attention to Pennsylvania and New Hampshire and now Delaware, I mean, they've got to be like, God damn, this shit is a mess.
It is. But I'm saying, while there are people like me and lots of other people who are doing this work, which sucks, why shit on these people? You very well might be right. This very well might be futile. But still, man.
Well, what's the alternative, though? That's my question. Like, what would they?
Right.
What are they recommending you do instead?
Well, the Tho Bishop strategy is to infiltrate your local GOP and run for office that way to gain power. I think that's what those guys want to do. In fact, Tho Bishop, Pete Quinones, and one other guy started the Mises Caucus of the GOP, which I got to be honest with you, I think that fucking sucks. But IP is fake and gay. Enjoy yourself. I hope you guys raise a lot of money. And as Ron Paul said, the freedom philosophy should infiltrate the Republican Party, Democrat Party, and the Libertarian Party. So that's cool. It's just, I find it a weird argument to say, you guys are taking this, what an uphill battle. You'll never get control of the Libertarian Party. We're going to take control over the local GOP. It's like, I was there. You guys were there in 2012. You saw the Ron Paul revolution couldn't take over the GOP. Again, I'm not saying you can't coalition build. You can't work with conservatives or Republicans on whatever, Second Amendment stuff or anti-mandate stuff. That's all well and good. But like,
is it because because of ballot access issues and debate access issues and shit like that they just don't feel like dealing with?
Yeah, but dude, the LP kind of has that on lock too. I mean, debate access, fine. But like we have, we can get on the ballot in all 50 states. That's been done. It takes a lot of petitioning and it's a lot easier, I guess, that way. But I mean, ask some of the America First kind of Republicans about how their experience was working within their local GOP. And I don't think any of them will tell you that, oh yeah, we were totally embraced. Come on. Right. They have to scratch and claw to get that. So yeah, I don't know. And I'm not saying that would never work. My biggest gripe is that some of these guys, the post-libertarian crowd, if that's even a thing, are saying that you should not participate in the Mises Caucus, that specifically is a waste of time.
It's hard to say. I mean, when a movement is growing every day, I wouldn't say that it's a waste of time. It's not like anybody's beating a dead horse. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the ball is rolling. So I feel like that's hard to say about something that's seems to be growing on the daily.
Dude, I find that fascinating. Like, it's only 4 years old.
Right.
And libertarians speak of, how important it is to have a low time preference. Like to just play that long game, right? So it's odd that, like, I don't know, maybe it was the lockdown stuff that threw people into a craze, like, and me, man, like I think the boot is coming down. Klaus Schwab is coming for us. Like, so I do see the dichotomy there of, like, why fuck around with electoral politics, not only electoral politics, but a fledgling third party.
Yeah.
Right. But dude, because the Ron Paul revolution, not to sound too culty, because that's another thing they're throwing out too, but that energy, it almost went away, and I could see it coming back into a cohesive thing through what Mike Heiss is doing and what Dave Smith is doing, what Tom Woods has offered up to do. And so I just find the timing odd that, like, as it seems to be coming to the, like, in only 4 years, it's the best that it's been, hasn't really taken a dip yet, right? Like, a real chance of getting Angela McArdle as chair of the party next year. Like, why right now? I just find that kind of peculiar that they.
Is the mentality though like a either or thing? Because I don't really understand that either. Like what you were just saying before, like, how about you continue to do what you're doing, and if Thoreau Bishop wants to bring that in the Republican Party, cool. Like, the more liberty fingers you can insert in every, why is it a battle?
So Thoreau specifically has said, that there's only so many liberty resources, so that they should all focus over there. It's really crazy, man. The Free Staters, God bless those guys, they think the only answer is to move everyone to New Hampshire. And everybody else is crazy. So but he specifically has said, like, do not do that. That's not the way. And I don't know if you've ever heard this guy, Jason Stapleton. He used to host a popular libertarian podcast. He ditched it for kind of like, his show's called Wealth, Power, and Influence Now. So his whole thing, and he's done some stuff recently talking with Dave Smith, stop wasting your time. Get money, power, respect, cash hose. Like, basically do that. That's what you need to do. Money, khakis, pussy.
That's all I'm saying is, like, more positivity and less condemning each other for our different things. In fact, so Stapleton last night, condescendingly told me that I don't know what the hell I'm doing and I should be smart like him. I think what Jason Stapleton's doing is great. He used to do a show that was more about libertarian propaganda. Now it's about how to make money. Fine. You don't see me going around going, oh, Jason Stapleton, you should do what I say instead of doing what you want to do. Because then I would sound like a stupid, condescending prick, right? Yeah. So. Yeah.
Let's get out of here, brother.
All right. Good night, guys.
How can you ever have been a libertarian and tell libertarians not to go work the libertarian angle at all angles? So, like, in the Libertarian Party, in the Republican Party, on your show, trying to get money and get power and all these things. Like, it's weird that they're, like, taking a specific focus on this party, which has Dave Smith at the helm, right? That's very exciting. I don't know. I feel like it's a weird time to dip out. Some of my favorite podcasters, and they still are some of my favorite podcasters. They're great, brilliant people. I'm just a little bit disappointed and a little bit confused. That's all.
Yeah.
Jeff Deist has said, why would you want to share a party with people who hate you? It's like, fuck, I don't. I don't want to do that. But I am libertarian enough I'm pro-life, but I'm happy to be in a party with pro-choice people. And I'm happy to hear the freedom argument on both sides, as long as it's in good faith. And we have to do it. It's harder than being in a partisan Republican or Democrat party. It is harder.
That seems like much more of an uphill battle to me.
It really is. So, I mean, we come back to that. Like, why, Mr. Anderson, why do you persist? Because I choose to. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's just like, I feel like this is where I belong. I feel like I'm doing something cool here. And And I am meeting lots of great people through this. It is like, I am forming the community. I had Meecox coming in my restaurant like 4 separate days this week, separate occasions, people coming. It's awesome. I'm really grateful for that. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, keep doing what you're doing, man. I'm proud of you.
Thanks, man. Yeah, I feel good about it. I do appreciate that. Mises Caucus just had a kickball event on Saturday, brought all the families out so that they could have a super mega alt-right kickball game. We're having a Halloween party at Wheelie's on the 30th. If anybody is in town in northern Delaware, dress up, come out, have some beers with us. We're like just doing it. So yeah, man. Well, you can't take what we're doing, man. You can't take the energy away. I know you want to so bad. And I feel bad for you, man. I really do. Because you could have been
with this.
Even though it's a little political party, there's still a power struggle. Will had it. We won it. And the difference is that we declare it. And he goes on Fakertarians and is like, well, it's my duty. It's my burden. I knew it was coming. I knew I'd be the public face of this. I had to take it on, and I did. I don't know, man. But that's the difference between he and I, is that he wants to hold on to it so bad is that he would do anything, including destroy the party to keep it. Where I would, dude, I'll tell you right now, Will McVeigh, if you resign from the party and take your cohorts with you, I'll resign with you. I'll never touch your social media. Ever. Gone, baby. Gone. But you got to get the fuck out, bro. And you got to leave it to the people who were duly elected. That's it, man. That's your last chance, Will. That's it. Take it. You could be the one. You could take me out. You could do it. Me and you. Let's resign together. All right? Let me know what you think. Right? Up the ante. You could take me out of the game, baby. You could do it. Dude, I'll tell you what.
That's beautiful.
Thanks, man. Did you... And I'll tell you what. In the name of common ground, one thing that I've found that my friends, my colleagues, and my enemies all agree on is that I am an asshole.
Welcome, fellow assholes.
The butting heads was really mostly about one person, and that was Dave. Every time we had a state board meeting, and I mean, he said it on your show the other day, so it's not like I'm calling him out here.
Sure,
He's an asshole. So
I absolutely agree with you.
And that's fine.
And they kept saying it wasn't about him being an asshole, but it was about him being an asshole.
Dave Casey basically was just, if you go on and read this, Dave Casey was an asshole.
Like, they kept saying it wasn't about Dave being an asshole, but they kept saying it was about Dave being an asshole. And as a fellow asshole, I have some sympathy for Dave here.
To nobody's surprise, Dave Casey is a self-admitted asshole.
From one asshole to another. I tend to think the Libertarian Party is made up of assholes.
The people that elected Dave Casey knew he was an asshole.
He doesn't respect them. He is not interested in facilitating, their vision on the party. He's got his own, and they can screw off basically. So it's really
was Dave an asshole when he got elected?
Yeah.
Okay. So when the delegates chose Dave as their representation, he was an asshole?
Yes, he was.
And did that change?
No, it didn't.
So what? Oh, he's an asshole without accountability. So? What are you, God? How's that your business? And the fact is, if he's such an asshole, you should be glad he's blocking a lot of people so they don't see what an asshole he is.
Dave, as we all know, is just a complete trash piece of shit. No. I love Dave. He is an asshole, and I love him. But
and I feel like we're dwelling a little too much on this because at the end of the day, the issue here isn't mean words. The issue isn't mud decorum. I mean, I'm an asshole too. I'm perfectly willing to admit that.
Even Will admits this in the interview with Dan, that it was known Dave Casey's an asshole.
Even if I give you Dave, which I'm not gonna, if I give you the Dave situation where he's an asshole, again, he did get duly elected as an asshole and remained one, I still can't figure out why the chair and vice chair had to go.
Man,
that's become like the foundation of your defense.
Yeah.
Everybody knew he was an asshole before he was elected. So that's not a good excuse. Yeah.
The foundation. Right.
You kind of like, what? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. It's like been 3 weeks, guys. I have feelings.
I guess, man. I don't know. I don't think so.
You don't think I'm an asshole?
No.
What about, you've seen some of my tweets. Do you think that okay, let's talk about the content. This is like throughout all of these podcasts, there's a common theme. And that's that Will and whoever he brings with him says, they tried to do these things and they tried to have these meetings without people and they tried to get social media and they tried and me with my mean tweets and me and saying these things, awful things to so-and-so. Yet there's no screenshot, no claim, no quote. Like, dude, you should be able, Will, you don't have one thing of me tweeting something racist or anti-Semitic or nationalistic. Nothing? Dude, this is my footwear right here. It's a fucking Birkenstock, nerd. It's not the official shoe of the alt-right. My girlfriend's driving my Prius right now, bro. I like to think about the environment when I'm driving around. You know, I don't need a big gas guzzler because we're all in this together.
Oh, I love it.
We got to get it out, dude. We got to get it out. Or I do. I'm sorry. I have to get it out. And you have to listen to me. Oh, we're gonna get through it though, man. Because for a couple of reasons. One, got truth on our side, and that always is.
And to be honest, I think that's where that stems from, because the truth makes you an asshole.
Yeah, I'll accept that.
That's it. You like to poke people with the truth.
Some of the best libertarian accounts are the ones that like really just smack you across the face.
Yeah.
I can't believe that there's a section of libertarians that are like, are scared of being offended. It's bizarre.
It's weird, man, because it's not unlike anything anybody else is doing too. You know what I mean? Like liberal publications can call, Ron DeSantis Death Santis. Like they do the same types of things. You know what I mean? Like a bitch smack across the face, and that's okay. And I don't know why parts of this Libertarian Party react like it's so obscene.
Right.
When you do it. Dude, can we talk about dogs for a second?
Yeah. Can we talk? Yeah.
Do you think it's going to be the puppies that bring Fauci down?
Dude, I would love that. Whatever it takes. Whatever it takes,
I'll take it. Oh,
what
my
is that?
God,
I've seen the meme of the two puppies laying in a box.
It's so fucked up, dude.
What were they doing, dude?
They apparently, it's so fucked up. It's hilarious. They locked their heads in these boxes, and then they put like flesh-eating insects in the boxes to eat them from like the face in, and then study what it did to their vocal cords or something like that. It's absolutely horrendous.
Oh my God.
I think the fact that guy, he's at the end of his rope, I think anyway. And I think it's the same thing that happened with Cuomo. Like they had to get him on some sexual assault shit because there's no way they could get him on the disastrous policy, because that would implicate all the other governors that did the same thing. Right. So now if they think Fauci's reign is coming to an end, they just look around at each other like, hey, have you ever tortured any dogs? Have you tortured any dogs? You know what I mean? You sure? Okay,
right.
Good. We'll get them on this.
Right. So
they would rather get, they're going to get them on the animal research.
Right. Because we here at the federal government don't tolerate animal cruelty
to animals. Right. Right.
Oh, man. Yeah. And this
that
is
they can get him on.
He's right at retirement age too. This is probably just right in the playbook. Like you're going to do 2 years of this and then we're going to get you out of here. We can't.
Don't you think it has to be what it is? Like what's worse than funding gain of function research? Killing puppies.
Right.
It's the only thing that could be worse.
Oh,
torturing dogs.
Oh my God. And then people who see that's again. This is why you don't vote Republican. Because the Republicans will be like, well, did it.
Yeah.
NIH has cleaned house. Now we've got a good guy in there doing, decent research.
Right.
No puppies were harmed in the middle of making these drugs.
These pandemics.
Right. Yeah, he's probably getting ready to retire. Good call, man. That's probably what they're doing. Did you see what? You'll know if the mainstream press starts just pushing that.
Yeah, they'll push the puppy thing. They won't talk about man-made viruses, but they'll talk about puppies.
Yeah, what else is happening in the world, dude? I've been engulfed in my own minutia, my own bullshit. What Joe Biden still making people.
Bro, did you see him acting like Beavis? Have you seen those memes going around? Yeah.
With his hand? Yeah. I did see that. He looked like he was flying
as much as Anderson Cooper tried to keep it rolling, you could tell he was like, oh, like, what the fuck are you doing?
And they all run defense for him. The last one he did, who was it with? The other one. Who's the man? The worst one. Who's the worst one on CNN?
Don Lemon?
Yes.
It's only one worse one.
That's the worst one. He did one with him, and they all they see him short circuit, and they always like, oh, you mean the FDA approval that was coming?
Right.
Yeah. The FDA. Come on, man. Yeah, FDA approval.
I heard that town hall was just amazing to watch. I gotta check it out just for that reason.
Dude, he's
on Mars apparently.
I heard the last one he did on CNN got like far less viewers than Tucker Carlson's regular show. Like,
sure.
The president, the most popular president ever.
More votes than anyone.
I don't know.
Not sure about that.
I'm not making any claims. I want to keep my channel. Oh, yeah.
Dude, I got to ask you this one more thing. Who do you think put the bullets in Alec Baldwin's gun?
Yo, let's go down the rabbit hole, the conspiracy rabbit hole, since we're on this show. Yeah. I just saw a meme that says that cinematographer or assistant director, whatever she was working, her upcoming project was a film about pedophilia, like human trafficking and shit. So I really want to look more into that because
I'm so glad you brought that up because I didn't know that. And what I want to know is either somebody wanted somebody to die or they wanted Alec Baldwin to shoot somebody. Like, who was the target? That's what I want to know. Was it the person that got killed or was it just trying to fuck his career up?
I don't know, man. Many things. And that go back to the, what's his name? Brandon Lee in The Crow.
Right.
Like that same shit happened. Like live rounds find their way on set into a gun.
To a set into a gun.
Yeah. Like that's weird.
It's impossible that it's a mistake.
Alec Baldwin, I think he's in deep, man. I don't know. You play the president like that, and he's vocal on Twitter, like a real asshole on Twitter. I'm not saying that means he's a murderer. I'm just saying that like this is a guy that, he is a murderer. He murdered somebody.
Watching Michael Malice just tweet for 2 days after that was unbelievable.
Oh man, yeah, he relentless.
Oh my God. Oh, and how about what's the date now? We got our pal coming on.
Oh yeah, November 9th. We're gonna talk to Anthony Samaroff, man. Wrote the book. Was it UBI For and Against, right? Universal Basic Income, For and Against. And we've had the privilege of hanging out with him a couple times in the past couple months, and it's just a magical guy. So yeah, I'm excited about that. And that'll be the first show we do together with a guest. It's only appropriate since we're all becoming friendly. So yeah, I'm pumped about that, man.
Yeah, man.
So look out for that. We'll get another one. I feel like we're going to get another one in before that. Look out
He
for
ain't
it.
feeling it.
Yeah, he doesn't believe me.
Call me in December, dude.
Yeah. Oh man, I do appreciate you, dude. Thank you, man.
All right, you too, man. Love you.
Love you too, guys. It has been real. I appreciate you as well. Episode 14 is in the books. We'll do it again soon. See you next time on Dave versus Goliath.
Now that the smoke's gone and the air